NASCAR just handed Denny Hamlin a penalty before the race, and he still won by 11 seconds. So either he's the greatest driver alive or something is very, very wrong. And here's what nobody is talking about. Before we get into the race, the win, the accusations, there is one detail buried in this story that changes everything you think you know about what happened at Michigan. Stay with me until I get there, because when I tell you, it's going to hit different. Before we go any further, if you're new here, this channel covers NASCAR stories the way they deserve to be covered. No fluff, no takes, designed to make everybody happy. Hit subscribe and the bell right now, because this story has more coming and you don't want to miss the next piece. Who is Denny Hamlin, really? Denny Hamlin is 45 years old. He drives the number 11 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota. He has 63 Cup Series wins. That ties him 9th on the all-time list. 3 Daytona 500 championships. Never won a Cup title. And somehow, after all of that, he might be the most controversial man in the sport right now. Not because of what he does on the track, because of everything that swirls around him off it. He runs a podcast called Actions Detrimental. He says exactly what he thinks every single week without apology. He is not afraid of the garage, not afraid of NASCAR's front office, not afraid of the fans who boo him every time he steps out of his car. That personality has made him must-watch television. It has also made him the most distrusted driver in the paddock. And right now, in 2026, that distrust has reached a level nobody saw coming. The foundation nobody wants to ignore. To understand why this moment feels so charged, you have to go back. In 2022, at Pocono, Hamlin won a race. Post-race inspection found illegal aerodynamic modifications under the car's wrap. The win was taken away, gone, disqualified. In 2024, Joe Gibbs Racing received an engine teardown penalty. These things happened. They are documented. And they sit in the back of every fan's mind like a splinter that never fully came out. When people say JGR has a history of pushing limits, they are not creating a narrative from nothing. The foundation is real. Now layer on top of that the lawsuit. Hamlin is not just a driver. He is a part owner of 23XI Racing. And for 14 months, 23XI Racing and Front Row Motorsports sued NASCAR in federal court over antitrust violations, specifically citing the Sherman Antitrust Act and what they called monopolistic control over the sport. That lawsuit was settled in December of 2025. But 14 months of legal warfare between Hamlin's team and the people who run the sport does not just vanish. When you have been fighting NASCAR in court, and then your cars become the fastest things on the track, people are going to start connecting dots. Even dots that were never meant to be connected. Toyota on fire. The 2026 season opened with Toyota in a different gear entirely. Tyler Reddick, driving the number 45 for 23XI Racing, won 5 races to open the year. 3 of those wins came back to back to back, something that had never been done before to open a NASCAR season. The garage was watching, the fans were watching, and the whispers started almost immediately, and nobody got more of those whispers than Denny Hamlin. Because when Toyota dominates and Hamlin is part of that program, and Hamlin has a history with NASCAR that includes a DQ and a lawsuit, the question people ask is not whether something is wrong. The question becomes, what exactly is wrong? The AI post that burned everything down. Then came the All-Star race. And that's where this story went from uncomfortable to chaotic. An AI-generated post spread across social media claiming Hamlin had a mysterious illegal device attached to his car. Not a tip from the garage. Not a credible source. Artificial intelligence manufactured it from nothing and put it online. It spread fast. It spread wide. It spread far enough that Hamlin had to get on Twitter himself and address it. His teammate Chase Briscoe posted that AI content is out of control. NASCAR inspected the car. Passed without a single flag. Nothing was pulled. Nothing was sent to the R&D center. It was fiction. Completely fabricated. But here is the part that matters. Even after a story is proven false, it leaves something behind. People saw the original post. Not everyone saw the correction. The image of Denny Hamlin with a mysterious illegal device attached to his car was already in people's heads. And no rebuttal fully erases that image once it is planted. Michigan, June 7, 2026. Hamlin qualifies first at Michigan International Speedway. And then, right before the race, his team is penalized for unapproved adjustments. He has to start from the back of the field. Let's be honest about what that penalty means. It is not fraud. Teams are always testing the technical boundaries of what NASCAR allows, and NASCAR's inspection process exists specifically to catch those tests before they translate into a race advantage. Getting flagged for unapproved adjustments is a rules process working the way it is supposed to work. But the optics are devastating. A driver already drowning in suspicion. A pre-race penalty, starting dead last. And then Denny Hamlin wins by 11.110 seconds. The largest margin of victory on an oval in the entire next-gen era. From the back of the field, he made a 3-wide pass on a restart with 38 laps to go, swept around Daniel Suarez and Carson Hocevar like they were parked, and then drove away from everybody. He did not inch away. He did not hold a small lead and manage it. He opened a gap and kept opening it until 11 seconds of empty asphalt sat between him and second place. When he crossed the finish line, he dedicated the win to his late teammate Kyle Busch, the man he had just tied on the all-time wins list. On his victory lap, he radioed, "We love you, KB. Genuine, raw, emotional." And then he climbed out of the car, and the fans booed, and Hamlin looked out at them and smiled and taunted them right back. The fallout. The internet did not wait. Comments sections flooded within minutes. Every platform, YouTube, Twitter, Reddit, filled up with the same word. Cheater, cheater, cheater. And this time, Hamlin did not let it breathe. He went on actions detrimental and walked directly into the fire. He opened by saying he loves that the critics don't know what they're doing. He acknowledged that fans have what he called fatigue from watching him win so often. He said he gets it completely. And then he ended the episode with a line that is going to live in NASCAR internet history. "It ain't as easy as it looks, people. But when you have a car as illegal and cheated up as mine, it's so easy. Let's leave them with that." Sarcastic, controlled, not scared, not defensive, just completely in control of his own story while the people around him are losing their minds. He also made a point that cuts deeper the longer you sit with it. Jimmy Johnson won 7 championships. He ran the most dominant program in the modern era for a decade. 5 consecutive titles from 2006 to 2010. 2 more after that. And Johnson never faced anything close to this level of sustained public suspicion. Hamlin's question is direct. Why is the standard different? Is it because of his personality? Because he is willing to say things that make people uncomfortable? Because he refuses to play the humble winner game that fans seem to demand from drivers they decide to like? He also went back to 2018, a full season without a win. Fans on social media calling him washed up, saying he should be fired, saying his career was done. 8 years later, he has 63 wins. The same crowd calling him a cheater today was calling him finished back then. The only question that actually matters. Here is where we have to be honest, even if the honest answer is unsatisfying. The cheating accusations against Denny Hamlin right now are not backed by evidence. His car has passed inspection. The device story was AI fiction. The Michigan penalty was a pre-race technical rules catch. Exactly the kind of thing NASCAR's process is designed to handle before it becomes an advantage. Does Joe Gibbs Racing have a history of pushing limits? Yes. The 2022 Pocono disqualification is real. The 2024 engine penalty is real. That history is absolutely fair to keep in the conversation. But there is a line between a team that aggressively tests the edges of what the rules allow and a team that is running illegal equipment in 2026. And nobody has shown that Denny Hamlin is on the wrong side of that line right now. What is actually happening is something more human and more interesting than a cheating scandal. Fans are uncomfortable with dominance they cannot explain. When someone wins by 11 seconds, the brain does not accept that without reaching for a reason. Layer on top of that a lawsuit against NASCAR, an AI post that put false images in millions of heads, a pre-race penalty with terrible optics, and a driver who openly provokes his critics at every opportunity. And you get not a scandal, you get a perfect psychological storm. Hamlin feeds it on purpose. He knows exactly what he is doing. Kevin Harvick described it best. Hamlin gives fans the first chance to boo him and then fires right back. That is not the behavior of a man who is hiding something. That is the behavior of a man who believes completely in what he has built and wants everyone who doubts him to watch while he proves them wrong, one win at a time. Here is what you need to keep watching. Here is the thing nobody is saying out loud right now. If NASCAR finds something in that number 11 car before this season ends, something real, something that should not be there, everything Hamlin has said in the last few weeks gets replayed in a very different light. Every sarcastic quote, every taunt, every moment where he smiled at the crowd and gave them nothing. That is the story that has not happened yet. And if it does, it will be the biggest thing to hit NASCAR in years. But if it does not, if that car stays clean through every inspection for the rest of 2026, then what we will have witnessed is something rarer than a cheating scandal. We will have watched a man with 63 wins, in the middle of the worst suspicion of his career, go out and perform at a level that made the entire field look like they were standing still. And we will have to admit that sometimes, dominance is just dominance. Until NASCAR shows us otherwise, that is where this story stands. Now I want to hear from you. Does the history, the lawsuit, that 11-second margin, does any of it make you genuinely suspicious? Or do you think Hamlin is just that good right now? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. Like this video if it made you think. Subscribe and hit the bell because this story is not finished, and when the next piece drops, you are going to want to already be here.